All songbirds and lyrical legends, the Independence Calypso Monarch is here. And this time, we're doing it bigger than ever as we celebrate Grenada's 50th. Over $50,000 in prize money to be won. Show your patriotism, devotion, and love for your country with your original piece under the theme One People, One Journey, One Future. Don't wait. Submit your song by January 4, 2024 to the Ministry of Culture or email it to sco@culture.gov.gd. This is more than a competition. It's your chance to be part of Grenada's once in a lifetime Jubilee celebrations. Grenada awaits the next Independence Calypso Monarch, and it could be you.
I'm addicted to
You ready for an exhilarating adventure? Then look no further than Ride Excursions and Tours. Get ready to explore the great outdoors like never before with our powerful e-bikes. Discover breathtaking sightseeing tours around the island. Feel the wind in your hair and experience nature in its purest form. Now, whether you're a seasoned rider or a beginner, our e-bikes are perfect for everyone. Call us at 473-422-1011 to book your excursion or visit ridersebikes.com. That's ridersebike.com to reserve your spot. Unleash your adventurous spirit with Ride Excursions and Tours, where every journey becomes an unforgettable adventure.
Yeah, welcome to the ride, everyone. It's Monday on the ride. Share the thing. Let me do it as well. Yeah, interesting, very, very interesting Monday. How you guys doing? Who do we have here? Corey Bailey, big up yourself. Lois JJ, I see you. Good evening to you. Laura Cador, big up. Lacey, what's up? Big up. Thank you, Ina, big up yourself. Thank you so much. Thank you. Everybody share. Let me share as well, guys. Because today, yeah, we're going to be speaking with minister, like a rock star minister, guys. I don't know. I'm in Grenada right now, and Andy, for one, like Andy would just be standing there and stopping traffic. Everybody stopped. Traffic backed up 2 blocks to speak to Andy. Tell you, he's like a rock star minister, I tell you. We'll be speaking with Minister Honorable Andy Williams. We have a lot to talk about, guys. A lot. Yeah, a whole lot. And I have to first say, guys, I thank you guys so very much because over the weekend, we officially launched our presence here in Grenada by the Riders e-bike rentals and tours. So we had this big event launched on Saturday. Lord have his mercy. Let me tell you something. It far surpassed my expectation, guys, with the kind of support that we have on the ground here in Grenada. It far surpassed my expectation. Everybody in Grenada talking about ride, everybody talking about the e-bike, everybody asking me when they go get a chance to ride. We booked up. People calling for bookings. I'm telling you, man. It is one of the, let me tell you this. Yesterday, we went on a ride in the south, right? And I know Minister Andy gonna like that. That is his backyard. So we went on a ride in the south. And I never knew the South have so much amazing spots. It is to die for. It is that amazing. Move over here. So we want to invite you guys. I know I'm preambling a lot, but it's necessary. I want to invite you guys right now. If you're in Grenada, take advantage of this. We have 4 spots left. If you want to ride on this Sunday, right? We're riding in St. Mark. So I just put a link in the chat. If you want to ride with us in St. Mark, click that link right now. We only have about 4 spaces. By the time the program finishes today, we'll have 0 spaces because everybody talking about ride e-bike in Grenada. Everybody asking about it. Everybody going to ride with us. So click that link right now and book for our next ride, our first ride, official ride to St. Mark. Okay. Gotta get the message? Right, St. Mark? That's what we do next week. Right? Share it with a friend. Everybody share. All right, good, good, good. Val, the rest of you guys could only envision and watch. Ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome. They say he's a rock star minister. The only man I see, let me tell you something. The man walking on traffic, pulling up on thing. Traffic pulling up. Honorable rockstar minister Andy Williams. How you doing, my friend? Hold on. Let me, I don't know if you mute. Hold on. 1 second. 1 second. Test again. Nah, okay, go back out and come back in, because I'm not hearing you. All right, yeah, we are, how we can to the minister, so let's fix that up, right? Let's sort him out. And let's try him again. Are you there? Nah, for some reason, your audio and doing what he was doing earlier. I ain't hearing you at all. All right, we're sorting out. Yes, guys, so I was over by, in the south, I think it was by Kirani James Boulevard. I was passing there. So I saw Andy and hey, Andy, what's up? And I thought that, Andy would just pull over. Let me see if I get it. Are you there now?
I'm here.
Yes. All right. I think I'm hearing you better now. I think we're hearing you now. Minister Williams, how are you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. How are you doing, Junior?
I'm good. Well, I'm in your area, and I got to say thank you so much for the help and support thus far. You did so much to help me get this thing on the ground here in Grenada, and I want to express my gratitude and thanks.
No problem, man.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Absolutely. Well, Minister MIT, Minister Williams, there's so much we have to talk about. But how was your day? How was your day today? Because you're always working.
The day was good. I was with my team out in the lagoon, Cameron Park, doing some, independence decorations. And I'm someone who likes to be hands-on. So I was with them for the whole day. As a matter of fact, I was just rushing from the Lagoon Road, talking to the soup master man there, and rushing to come to this program. So wow. It was an eventful day, really nice.
Yeah. So I got a chance to drive around, and everybody's working. Everybody hands on deck. Everybody's clear.
Hands on deck.
I was passing on, I think it was someplace in Granada's Main Road. And I looked and I realized I can see the beast much clearer, boy.
Yes. Probably the foliage maybe you probably were looking at?
Foliage area.
Yeah. The foliage area, yeah.
Wow.
And let me just say, because I saw some posts on Facebook where people were talking about us removing some of the trees and cutting the trees. And I had to say that, we did not just cut the trees like that. It was necessary because some of the branches were rotten and it was spreading through other trees. So in order to save the trees, we had to cut the branches out so that they can go back, And in doing so, it really uplifted the area. And the forestry division was with us. Even at the Cameron Park also, when you go to Cameron Park, you will see some trees, the branches are cut. Right. And it's because the branches were rotten. And the last thing we wanted was someone to be sitting down on a bench and a rotten branch to fall on them.
Right.
So we did the necessary thing by really going and cutting out the branches so that we can save the tree and the branches can go back. But in the process, it added some beauty. Like in the foliage case, it added some beauty to it. And we really appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Great work. Well, let's talk about even before the beautification drive, the island-wide beautification drive. I realized and recognized that I'm seeing a lot of the streets, they have been painted. And a lot of people said, well, how come it's black and white? And why is it that the minister chose to print it in black and white when Grenada festive and Grenada like colors and Grenada like red, green, and yellow and the colors? Tell us about the idea of doing the black and white versus doing the ice green and gold color in those areas, especially on the street.
Because the black and white is something that is international, right? It is a standard, something that you paint the side of the road black and white. And not just because you want to add beauty or we want to just paint. It is something that can help drivers, and it can help them gauge the side of the road. I could tell you some weeks ago, a gentleman and his family was driving through Granatown, and he said, Andy, thank you for the black and white because it was so misty that they were using the black and white to really gauge the side of the road coming down. So it's something international. Even when I went to Korea also, as I landed in South Korea, I saw the black and white. What we don't want to do is to go against that international code, and by doing the eyes green and gold all over. So we want to stick to the standard, but still add the eyes green and gold in different places to really, showcase the independence. And we decided to leave the black and white because that's a standard thing to do, and use the eyes green and gold elsewhere. And by doing that, you will save resources, and instead of having to go and paint it in ice green and gold, paint it back in black and white, not a good look,
Right.
So that's why we're really keeping the black and white here.
Right. What sort of community involvement do you get when you do this type of project?
A lot. Let me just start. No, but Junior, not Sunday gone yesterday, Sunday before, I was driving through St. David's heading to St. Andrews. And I saw this gentleman with a cutlass, cutting bush, raking bush by the side of the road. And I was like, well, I know this man, right? When I looked, our prime minister was out, cutting bush in his cutlass, raking bush. Last weekend again, he was cutting bush again, right? And let me just tell you, when we do this sort of national cleanup and so, we get participation from our ministers, our prime minister, the people, the ordinary man on the ground, from everyone. In the south, I can tell you, you have groups like the Manhattan group, you have groups from Granans, you have groups from Montu, right? All over Junior coming out and just taking part in the cleanup. And it is so good to see that people actually take pride in their country.
Right.
Instead of having to pay someone to do it, they are taking pride in cleaning their country, and it shows a level of patriotism. And I love to see that.
And tell us about this particular initiative, right? Because as I said, I think the cleanup campaign, and listen, I driving through and I see everybody walking, everybody have a spade, everybody have a rake, and people, women, children, men, everybody.
Yep.
I see a lady there with a child, and the child helping out and walking around and stuff like that. That's the kind of engagement.
That's it.
Do you think that this is more, people are more patriotic now because of the 50th anniversary, or do you think that they just needed something to just, or someone like yourself to just kind of get them to move and start to beautify and take care of the neighborhood? What's it?
I think it's a bit of both. It's a bit of both. And yes, we know that the 50th anniversary is right around the corner, and we have to showcase Grenada in a really wonderful way. Number one. And number two, we have been on a drive since 2022. Started with the Lagoon, the Wall Street, and it just spread through different areas of the country. And this is what we want to do, because let me tell you why. Our country is beautiful. I'll say it again. Our country is beautiful. And when we let garbage and so take over, it spoils that beauty. And when you travel to other places, much less beauty, and you see them really taking advantage and really using that to bring people to the country, I'm saying, why can't we, as citizens of Grenada, Carriacou and Peter Martinique, do the same? And we have a much more wonderful product than a lot of countries in the world. I can tell you that. On a bright, sunny day in Grenada, the beauty is just like second to none. And sometimes we take that for granted, Junior. We take it for granted, and I'm saying it's time for us as a people to start having pride in our country, Grenada. And let me just say something. We are a very proud people, proud set of people, Grenadians.
Right.
Well, I was in New York for in 2023 for the Independence Gala.
Yes.
And I was just was living with some Grenadians, and I walk in through and I hear Black Music song playing, a Jamo song playing loud in the streets.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and I'm saying, wherever we are, in New York, Miami, Toronto, England, wherever we are, we tend to be loud
Yes.
because we are proud of our country.
Yes. True.
And when we see the natural beauty we have here, we have to make use of it. So for me, it's just about encouraging the people to come out and really preserve this beautiful island and to help us really showcase our beauty. Because let me tell you something again. You look at the tourism figures, and the tourism figures last year, 2023, surpassed the pre-COVID figures. I'm talking about 2019.
Yes.
So it's telling you that more visitors are coming to Grenada. And also, when you look at CBS and all these other channels and so, you hear them putting Grenada in the best 5 places to visit in 2024.
Yes.
So I'm saying we have something good. People are coming to see it. Let us take pride in it. And and if you cherish it more people can come.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So
What about that bridging that political divide, Mr. Williams? Because that's something I'm very, very concerned about, right? I've always been saying and continue to say that we cannot transform half of the population, right? We need everybody on board. We need all hands on deck. And when we say all hands on deck, it's not all hands with the political party or agree with the political party. What are you doing, or what is the administration plan to do to kind of closer that divide in the political gap that exists in our country today?
well, what I do, to tell you the truth, is that I make it clear to everyone that I'm here to help everyone. I'm here to help everyone. As the MP, as a minister, my heart, Junior, is for people.
Right.
Even if you go back to before the politics, I had hotspot. And if you notice, I hardly sell alcohol in hotspot because I want to see a man go to work, earn an honest dollar, come to hotspot, make a wall of groceries, and go back home
Right.
and feed his family. Not encourage him to drink alcohol and so go back home and abuse his family and what and what and what.
Right.
So I make it clear, Junior, that my aim is to help people, and it doesn't matter it's from the south or wherever. I help people all over because at the end of the day, we are in a position to help. I may
Right.
not be in this position forever, but while I'm in it, I will do whatever I can to help my fellow individual. And again, I was talking to that gentleman this afternoon before I even came on the program, and I was telling him that, listen, and well, first of all, this person is an NMP, and right, supported, well, not is an NMP, supported NMP last election. And we were just speaking, and I said to him that this thing where we support one party and who support another party and we think we have to war, that really makes no sense. At the end of the day, it is our duty to create a platform or to create a better Grenada for our children and their children.
Right.
It is our duty, Junior, as parents, to really encourage Grenadians to take more interest in the development of the country. I'm not just saying what have you done for me lately, but what have you done for the country lately?
Yeah.
Because sometimes the short-term measures can help you today, but what happens the other day and the other one? So as an administration, we have to be, and that's what we are doing when you see us doing things like removing the tuition for TAMCC and Euro, because we know a child getting a proper education can help his family come out of poverty.
Right.
When you see us removing the fees for school feeding in the schools, we know that can help a child who cannot afford the meals to get a meal for the day and improve his ability to learn. But let me tell you, Junior, what kills our efforts. Not just kill, but make it a little bit slower to really comprehend by some people, because you have some programs on Facebook, on radio, every day. But just find a way to push the negative vibes. They will take something positive and turn it into something negative, just to keep the people down, keep them not thinking, basically. And they know better, Junior, they know better, right?
Right.
But they will just continue to just push a narrative to fool the people because of, political mileage, right? And I just think that,
Stick up in this. Stick up in there. Don't forget that train of thought. When you say negative, is it opposing voice? Because we need opposing voice, right? We need people. If something is out there that it should be done differently, we should have that checks and balance, and I think that's what the opposition that is there for. So, are you talking about opposing voice, or you just saying that they're just negative voices that are just not nurturing or giving false information to the general public? From your perspective, where is it?
let me give you some examples, because when I speak, I like to speak with facts.
Right.
So let me give you some examples. We came into office in 2022. Our Prime Minister took out the free gas from our pork stencil. He normally, the state will provide, or will pay for a driver for the ministers. He took that out. The pay for a driver is almost $2,000, basically. Now, what he did when he took it out because he understands that during the last administration, the free gas was being abused by the ministers of the last administration. We have, their family coming for gas, they coming for gas. And when you look at the amount of gas that is being taken by them, it was just so much. So in order to bring order to it, the Prime Minister said, here what? I will give our ministers $2,000, pay for your driver, pay for your gas.
Right.
Pay for your driver, pay for your gas. So whereas the last administration ministers were getting free gas, we do not have that privilege. And I will say it again, when you look at the amount of money that was being spent on each minister for free gas, it was so much. Sometimes surpass the $2,000 that we are giving them. And they will go ahead and say that we took a raise and not giving people, or not saying the correct thing by saying, here what? The Prime Minister removed the free gas, which was being abused by them, and we have to get our own driver, which is almost $2,000. So basically, we are not getting an increase, but we are in a worse off position than they. Number two. Now, our Prime Minister in the last budget made a provision for MPs. And again, if you're an MP and you're not a minister, because let me just say this, I even think some people kind of got misinformed about Ron with it also. So let me just say to kind of explain.
Yes.
When we win the election, you have candidates who would have won their seat. They are called MPs. We are not, or the Prime Minister is not obligated to give us a ministry. It is the Prime Minister's decision to give us a ministry or not.
Right.
Now, let's take Ron, for example. Ron won a seat. If Ron was not given a ministry, Ron's salary would have been $1,200.
Right.
And that $1,200 has to take care of him, his family, his bills, everything, plus people in the constituency who will come up to you and ask you for favors. Now, what the Prime Minister is saying that the MP is a separate job for itself. And the MPs need to be paid like in other Caribbean countries. So we proposed, and it was a bipartisan decision, to increase the MP salary from $1,200 to $5,000. Fair enough. Now, if the Prime Minister gives you a ministry, that is a plus.
Right.
But he's not obligated to give you a ministry. Now, in years gone by, the same Dr. Mitchell advocated for that. Only because now he's on the opposition side. He's playing politics with it and saying that we are taking a race for ourselves. And Junior, I can tell you this. After the $5,000 was proposed and it was agreed by both parties, there were members of the NMP that said to us, why you all didn't raise it to more? But they will go in parliament and sit down and pretend like we are the one that want it. Playing politics. That's not opposing. It is called playing politics. And I want to say this again, lastly on that matter, because I want to say this. And I'm saying to the people of Greater Carriacou and PD Martinique, if you want someone to get a raise, it should be your MPs. Because, Junior, if we get a raise, we have more resources that we can assist you with.
Right, right.
No, last week, every Thursday, I go to my office with approximately $1,000. Because you will hear the stories, I'm sure when you hear the stories, you cannot say no. And some stories are really genuine. So when we get extra funds, we are put in a position where we can help you even more.
Right.
So if the people of Greater Carriacou and PD Martinique want anyone to get an increase, it is your MPs. And the increase went to both sides, on the NMP side and the NDC sides.
Right.
And you can see how our Prime Minister is thinking here. He's not just thinking only NDC, but he's thinking both NMP and NDC. And that is the way our Prime Minister, really thinks. So it is not just about opposing, but they are doing it in a way to really trick people, Julia. And that is my concern.
Guys, we're chatting here live with Minister Andy Williams, Honorable Andy Williams, a Minister of Mobilization, Implementation, and Transformation, one of the busiest ministers, to tell you the truth. Everywhere we go, Yeah, hi to you too. they wanted to say hi to you, Minister. Yeah, so everywhere we go, everybody. And there was a press release that circulated today. I know you mentioned Honorable Ron Redhead. And a programming note, Ron Redhead will appear on Ride Along Live within the next couple of days. We'll publish the time and date of that. But this circulated today, and I don't know if you saw it, was by the opposition member expressing concern over the disrespect meted out by the government of Grenada. They said that the member of His Majesty opposition strongly condemned the unprecedented level of disrespect from the government to elect members of the opposition to consistently marginalize the opposition and create illusion of unity. They say that the latest instance is the disrespect of, where the disrespect was evident, is a statement released by the Government Information Service of the joint initiative where government and the opposition member in Parliament, MPs, would visit schools to distribute badges to the students. Astonishingly, while ceremonies was conducted nationwide in school, no opposition member received any information about the initiative. How do you respond to that message that was put out today by the opposition leader on the badge ceremony?
Well, let me just say this, right? I know the Minister of Education, David Andrew, Honorable David Andrew, said that he was going to reach out to the opposition members. And yes, it is supposed to be a joint operation between the opposition and the government, ministers and MPs. And that is how we operate, right? We operate on both sides. And I hear the statement, but I can tell you that These guys, Junior, love confusion so much.
Yeah.
I don't even know if to believe what they just wrote. So again, I have to really speak to my Minister of Education to really find out. But I know they will take anything, Junior, anything to make confusion. And when they know they cannot beat us on the policies and the government and how we are going, then they turn to the negative and the attacks and the personal attacks. And if you notice, I can tell you, people listen to the different programs. The only thing you will hear them doing is attacking our ministers and so personally. Listen to us. We don't even attack them. Okay? And that's how it has been. But I can tell you, I do not believe anything coming out of the mouth of the Dr. Keith Mitchell. I don't. And sometimes something I feel disrespected because I know that I used to listen to this man and believe in this man before. And now I'm seeing this and I'm saying, Andy, this man was really fooling you. And I feel very, very disrespected. Let me give you a case in point. And again, I love speaking with facts. Case in point. We were in Parliament. Where Parliament we opened after the carnival and so. And Dr. Mitchell was sitting by me. And I said to him, I said, hey, relax yourself. It's our time now. I told him that, right?
Right.
Junior, this man go on a platform and say, and the man say, relax yourself. It's our time now to have fun. I like this man can be serious. And again, let me get a case in point again. When the UK Swift project, and I'll continue to bang it over and over again. The man know 6 years, he had the money, he didn't do nothing with it. We just come in a couple of months, the money gone. And he's blaming us for it in front of his followers. Again, just fooling them. And he knows better. So that's why anything coming out of the mouth of Dr. Keith Mitchell, I do not believe. Sorry. So that I will confirm it with the Honorable David Andrew tomorrow, Minister of Education. But I can tell you, I am sure, knowing Honorable Andrew, I am sure that he would have reached out to the members of the opposition. I am sure.
Right. Well, on a programming note, I know that there were badges that was issued today to all high school students. So tomorrow, guys, we're gonna issue badges, ride-along badges to all the riders. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't have 100,000 badges, guys. But it's a great initiative, though. I love the idea of the school kids having the badges. 50th anniversary is a big year. But that's why I think, coming back to the question of bridging the political divide, right? I think this is a prime opportunity to talk about how we could move forward. Because if we don't move forward, and we need to do anything big in this country, we need opposition and government alike to come together to go forward with a referendum. A two-third majority need to be met. NDC doesn't have that two-third majority. It needs to partner with the opposition. But if we're constantly fighting and we can't find some kind of common ground, where are we going? We can't do nothing. We may never become a republic, and we forever will be calling His Majesty's prison and queen this and queen that and king this and king that. We ain't gonna get nowhere. So that political divide need to be narrowed, much narrower than it is right now. And whatever needs to be done. Oftentimes I put a call out to have some members of the NNP come on and let's chat. They never take me up, and I'm going to put it out again. Come on, let's talk. I open forum. And I don't understand why. So I don't know if you have any ideas. I don't know if you have some initiatives, some plans, if the government is talking about it or thinking about what could be done, more so to just bring people, Grenadian, as one Grenada, closer together.
Well, what I can say, Junior, is that we can do what we can do in our powers, right?
Right.
But it is up to the people to accept it.
Yes.
And I want to tell people that before you really, give your allegiance to a political party, always put country first.
Yes.
Always put country first. And that's what I believe in, putting country first. So A gentleman came up today and told me, Andy, you know what? I need help. And I supported you last election. I said, hey, hold on. I said, just know that support me or not, I will do what I can do to help you. Let me just make that clear, right? Um, and that's how, Junior, I think we have to govern. Yes, the NDC put me there. I'm grateful for that. And I will do everything in my powers to help my people. When I say my people, you who put me there, and even you who did not put me there.
Right.
Because not that I'm there, I have the ability or the resources to do certain things. And as an MP, our duty is to serve our people. The late Moy Bishop said, a government is supposed to be of the people, for the people, and by the people.
Right.
Even today, I was speaking to the students in AHS, telling them that the red on the flag represent vitality, it represents courage. The yellow on the flag represents wisdom and warmth. The green on the flag represents vegetation and agriculture. When all the colors come together and it is put on that flag, it represents the Grenadian people. So here it is, our flag again represents people. Let's even deviate for a bit. Let's go to the good book. The good book said it speaks about faith, hope, and love. But the greatest is love. Point back to people again. So
Right.
whatever we do, people should be at the center of what we do. And you know, when you die, when I die, and we go to our grave, what will be remembered is not the amount of cars we have or money we have. It's how we treat people. Think about it now. So like Matthew Gary, you think about him, how he treated people.
Right.
Bishop, you think about him, same thing. And that is what will stick with us. So I'm saying we have an obligation to be there for our people and to do our best while we are in positions to assist and to help. And I just want people to just forget the political fight and so, because, and again, I can tell you, Junior, it are people that who I was good with, really good. The minute time they hear I'm running for NDC, boy, they have the worst to say. And I'm saying, you know what? I still forgive it because at the end of the day, I understand the political game, but it should not be like that. So, you know, I mean, I could just do and we could just do what we can do in our powers to really break that barrier. But it's up to the people to really accept it and see through it. But our job becomes harder when you have an opposition who is bent on blinding people and keeping them in a position because of political mileage. And I'm saying to them, it is not the right thing to do. It is not. But we will continue to do what we can do to transform the minds of the people. And folks who are listening to me in the diaspora, online, locally, the transformation process is not an easy process. You can transform an area in a day or two. The hardest thing to transform is the minds of the people. So it may take a little while, but once we are there, you can rest assured that I would not stop until our people minds are transformed into thinking country first. And once we can do that, I think we would be on the right track.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I just want to make sure and ensure that there's no conscious effort to lock people out of this grand celebration. Because I believe, as I said earlier, I believe in one Grenada. When someone call myself or my producer, we don't give them a litmus test and see how green they are or how yellow they are. And that accusation that was put forth by the opposition leader, I mean, it basically saying that they feel like that's exactly what the government is trying to do.
Hello, Junior.
The opposition from the celebration, and that is a serious accusation.
Hold on, the audio is kind of low. Let me just log off and come back inside.
Okay, cool, no problem, guys. We're watching right along live, and of course we have Minister Andy Williams. I want you guys to participate in this conversation and be a part of what we're doing here. 718-701-5720. You could call us if you want to jump on the live. We also want to big up Geneva's Cottage. If you're in Grenada and you want to be a part of or be in a safe place. It is beautiful, great scenery. It's excellent. It's amazing. You want to check out Geneva's Cottage. Give you the information where you guys could book both on Airbnb or you could call the number as well. All right? No audio. No audio. All right, no audio. You guys not hearing me? Let me take a quick commercial break, guys. Let me take a quick commercial break and fix the audio. We'll be right back.
United as one.
A spectacular evening awaits you as the Grenada Independence Anniversary Committee of New York, under the auspices of the Consulate General of Grenada and guest of honor, Prime Minister the Honorable Dickon Mitchell, invite every Grenadian to join in celebrating Grenada's 50th anniversary of independence with a Golden Jubilee Gala. Enjoy the evening of Saturday, January 27th with exquisite cuisine, live entertainment, all in the vibrant and sophisticated atmosphere of the Anthems at 9643 Springfield Boulevard in Queens. Don't miss this opportunity to honor Grenada's milestone achievement. Limited seats are still available for a donation of $225. Reserve your seat now by calling the Grenada Consulate at 212-599-0301, Nick Cox at 347-528-3038, or Frances Purcell at 917-282-9405. Celebrate Grenada's 50th anniversary of independence with the Golden Jubilee Gala. Reserve your tickets now and be a part of history.
One, two, check. Let me see if, Minister, are you hearing me now?
Loud and clear.
All right. I don't know what happened there earlier. I think my audio
Yeah.
just went out. So I was saying,
Right.
Minister, I hope that it's nothing of a conscious decision to leave out a certain sector of the population, which I don't, because it doesn't really make any sense, right? But it's an allegation that's been made that is saying just that the government has done this big venture, which I think is an amazing venture to have the children. I saw the pictures on Facebook today evening. Carrie Kua, Minister Tevin, everybody getting the badge. I think it's amazing. But at the same time, we need to bring everybody into the conversation, opposition alike. So I would love even if Minister Andrew could, even if he wants to call in, if he's watching, and he could call in to help clear this up, because I don't like this stuff to fester. I don't like information like that to be circulated and fester, because this is a serious allegation.
No, let me tell you, Junior, right? We are not like that. I can tell you that. We are not like that. But that's a strategy to really create a talking point. I can tell you that. And I want us to stay focused, because we are not like that. We will never do that. Our Prime Minister is not like that. And we as ministers take the lead from our Prime Minister. And we are not like that. Whatever we're doing, we always include the opposition. And but that's their strategy, to create division and a talking point, and to stray away from the real, topic. Or, that is their strategy, to create division and to create their talking points. And I'm telling you, people, don't fall for that, because we are not like that. We will always think about the opposition. And I can tell you also that we know if we were in their position, they would not treat us with the courtesy that we are treating them with. Case in point, I like to talk with facts. Right? Now, we had a case where just before the Christmas Parliament, and we wanted to put Parliament on a certain date. And they wanted us to change it, but we could not have changed it because we had commitments and so that we had to see about, so we had to stick to that date. Through the whole year, They asked us to change dates, and we changed it. The one time we could not, or we did not change the date, they boycott Parliament. And that's what they do. They always try to create a distraction when things are going well, because they must give their supporters something to talk about. But it is important for us to keep focus and to keep our minds on the prize and what is ahead. We have our 50th anniversary coming up, and we are doing everything in our powers to make it a special one for every Grenadians, diaspora, and locally, and also people that will be looking on from all over the world. And we will make it a wonderful experience. But again, Junior, I could tell you, and Grenada, they will find all kind of way to say something bad or negative or whatever it is. That's just how they are. That is just how they are. And we will be pressing on. We will be moving. And as I tell them that they cannot distract me. Wrong person. Right? I know they have tried and they will try. And what I do, Junior and Grenada, I don't bother with them. I just press on. Because at the end of the day, when we put ourselves up for politics or to get involved in politics, you really say to yourself, take the back burner. And now you put people at the center of your operations. So, as I told my staff last week, that we did not get involved for us. So it's not about how you feel and you this and you this and you that. It's not about us. When we put ourselves up to get involved as ministers and all these things, and to get involved in politics, you put self aside.
Right.
So right now, it is not about you. It is about the people. And politics is about serving the people. And that's what it is about. So it is not about NMP or NDC and NMP trying to make, it's not about them. It's about how do you help the person who is unemployed? How do you help the person that doesn't have a roof over their head? How do you help the single parent that cannot find a job and have to provide for her children? How do you help the elderly who do not have a pension, but they have to feed themselves every day? How do you assist people in getting their pension? So it's not about us. How do you help a family who does not have the lamp paper to get a water connection? How do you help them? The Prime Minister is doing the work program. It's not about him. It is about the people. Over in November, we got over about 300 housing assistance approved for people. It's not about us, Junior. Sometimes my business stays on the back burner because I'm there helping people all through. So what the NLP try to do is try to make it personal and try to, be the center of attraction. But I want to tell them that the days for that kind of politics is over. And it is about the people of Greater Carriacou and PD Martinique. That's what it is about. It's not about being self-centered. And when our Prime Minister walk in a room, you sit down and you're standing up to observe their protocols. What example are you setting for the younger people of this nation? That it is okay that when a teacher enters the classroom and says good morning, you just don't bother with them? That you don't subject yourself to rules? That you can just do anything? That's what you are saying? And then you want people to respect you? And I'm saying that is just the wrong thing to do. So our style is different. We may not be perfect, but we are trying our best to ensure that we do what is best for the people of Greater Carriacou and PD Martinique.
Right. While we were speaking there, I did get a chance to interface, call the Minister of Education, and if we don't speak to him today, we will get some information from him to clear this thing up. But we're going to move forward on that. But I promise you guys, I'm going to update you on that because my premise that I've always stated, my team always stated, we want to see how we could unify Grenada. And these accusations, I don't like the accusation, and I don't know why the allegations are made, and I don't quite understand it, but we're going to stay on top of it and give you some more information. All right, Minister? So if we get information from Minister Minister of Education, we will bring it forward. If not, we'll try to secure an interview. We'll get full details on that from him, right? Mister, I want to talk about Molyneux because you're not the Minister of Infrastructure, but I feel like the last time we was up in that area and he was fixing the road, he was physically there, and he was showing me the materials that is used, and you were there, and you are very, 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 you're staying on top of what's happening in Molyneux. Where are we in terms of finalizing and finishing the work in Molyneux?
So as we speak now, the guys are working day and night in morning, and they have put the piles in the ground already, and they are coming up with a layer now above the piles. So the piles then show that the road is built on a solid surface because the piles go 50 feet down in the earth. We
Right.
have the solid surface, and the road gets its the foundation from there. So the road is solid, will not move.
Okay.
Even the movement in the earth will not move the road at all, according to the design. Now, it's a project where when we came in, we got a design that the opposition had. And that design was not the best, I must say. It did not take into consideration the top. They were going to leave the top like that.
Uh-huh.
But if you leave the top like that, you can have slides again coming down into the road. So what sense? Doesn't make any sense. So we had to look at the drawing. And there was a case where a pipe, a main pipe, burst. And the water just spread just all over and caused the soil to come down. And we said, hey, no, no, no. We have to redesign this Molyneux project. So we stopped the work, we redesigned the project to do a better design.
Right.
That's involved in the piles, and even though you have slippage from the top, it will not go in the road, but it will go under.
Right.
And we provide a space for it to pass and everything. So it's a much superior design. Now the guys started back construction on it, and they are working day and night on it. And it's a project that this is one project that we should not be in a hurry to do. We must take our time and do a good work
Right.
because the road is a very important road, has been done for a long while. But remember, you're working on a gravel heap. So it is not something to really rush, but it is something to make sure that you dot your I's and cross your T's so that when you complete, you know you have done a good work. Because
Right.
any mistake can mean going back or could mean going back in the same situation that we are in now. So it is one project that we are taking our time, and we are having meetings with the contractors, the consultants, the Ministry of Infrastructure, the Prime Minister is on it. And at first, last year we were saying January, but I can tell you that we have the date as November. It could be before,
Right.
but we have it as November because we want to make sure that when we complete the Molyneux Road, the work is done properly. So completed to the sense of building the road, testing the road, giving it time to really cure, and ensuring that when we start to, or when we let traffic start to run on the road, it is safe for everyone.
Right.
And that is where we at. That is where we are at with the Molyneux Road. But I can tell you, it's not something that we are rushing. In this instance, quality is better than rushing it.
Right. Right.
And I can tell you that, Junior, the opposition started to play politics with that already. But we are not listening to them. We know what is best, and we are sticking to the plan and ensure that when we are finished, that the Grenadian public will be proud of the product at the end.
Right. Now, the 50th anniversary, as we spoke about it earlier, and we said about this great initiative to connect with the kids, make them know that this is a significant part of our history. They will remember this day for the rest of their lives going forward. But the government, the administration, was also accused of what they say overspending for the 50th anniversary. They said that The millions and millions and millions of dollars that has been allocated for that particular event could have been better spent. And the opposition have been saying that over the period of time. What is your response to that? That the monies that are being allocated is just significantly too much.
Well, okay, so let us forget Grenada for a bit, right? Now, you know, when certain countries are hosting a World Cup, you will see them spending to improve the product so that when people come, they can be impressed with the product. And it can help boost tourism. You know, you will be getting media coverage all over the world. So it is your job to put your best foot forward, because
Right.
that one moment can be a defining moment in history.
Yes.
And we know that. So the 50th anniversary, I can tell you, will be big. You have Grenadians all over the world are committing themselves to be back here for independence. This will be the biggest independence in the history of Grenada. Hotels are fully booked. Airlines are booked. What does that mean? The taxi men will make money. The vendors will make money. The hotels will make money. The restaurants will make money. The farmers will make money. Everyone will make money because you have more people in your country. Now, what do? Say that we are not going to spend to improve the product because we don't want to spend. People come to Grenada and be disappointed. So the way how some people are thinking, including the opposition, I will not spare them. I will be direct. I will speak open as possible, and that's me. The way how they are speaking, Junior, is like they are speaking with people that have no sense. They are speaking like people who, as the saying goes, penny wise and pound foolish. And it is up to us to ensure that for the 50th anniversary, we put our best foot forward. Some people who visit Grenada, that will be the only time they will see our actual independence celebration and so. And that moment should stick with them, and they should want to come back to Grenada. The people in the diaspora, some who have spent their lives across there, not really coming back. When they come back, they should be saying, hey, hold on. Let me come back and live in Grenada. Let us buy a piece of land or so and come back to live in Grenada.
Yeah.
If they do so and they can retire in Grenada, that means more money will be coming to our country. So when people come with this narrative about overspending and all these things, I just laugh because I'm saying that's people who do not have a vision. And you know, we have to have vision. Stop thinking today for tomorrow. Start thinking with vision and see the big opportunity we have in this 50th anniversary celebration. And it is important for us to put our best foot forward to ensure that we need that. When people see it, it will be something that, you know, that it will just, that other countries will feel jealous of. And again, we see tourism being on the rise from since 2019 to now. After the celebration, we should see a bigger jump in tourism again. What will happen, Junior? What does that mean? It means the spin-off will be there. With the taxi drivers, the restaurants, the farmers, everyone will benefit from it. So that is the vision that we have. And we will not listen to the opposition and their low-level thinking, which caters to keeping the people on one level. That is not our, that's not the way we operate. So we look at the bigger picture. And I can tell you, what we are doing will be talked about in years to come. Because you have only one opportunity to celebrate 50 years. Only one. The next big thing might be 100 years. And by then, some of us may go to the grave already. Right? I mean, not me. I may live to longer than that, but still, you know. But I'm saying we have one
Yeah.
moment to celebrate the 50 years of independence, and we should make it special. Dr. Eric Matthew Gay will be proud,
Yeah.
Bishop will be proud, and all the rest who have gone will be proud.
Yeah.
Okay?
You know the CEO, I believe, of the GTA, Petra Roach, good friend of mine, love Petra, real bad, big up Petra. She spoke at my launch event, and she said something that I did not even know. She said that this past December was the most, its best December in history in terms of tourist arrival. So to your point, I could see it because even with the excursion business that we started here, Minister Williams, I'm getting calls from people that's coming into Grenada, that's booking, that's starting to book excursions and rides and bike tours and all these things. And I'm like, yo, this thing just launched Saturday officially. You know, it seems like if it was something that was been there like for years, its foundation. So that just speaks to the core of the strength of doing business in Grenada. You could see that it's there. You could see that the tourists, the people that are coming in, especially in the tourism sector, people are coming in and they want things to do. So I know a lot of people are going to make money in that period for the 50th anniversary because we're not at that peak yet, but already we start to see all of these activities happening. So to your point, I see it as a business, as a tour operator here in Grenada, as a new business formed here in Grenada as well. I definitely could see it.
Right. But even, and I'm glad you saw it, Junior, because the IMF gave a report to them last year.
Yeah.
I spoke about how our economy is doing well. It spoke about the CBI program and also mentioned tourism. And we can see when you talk to the hoteliers, they will tell you that business had been better than last year, the year before, and even better than 2019. Also, it's a good thing you bring up that point because let's go again. Unemployment is down.
Right.
Unemployment is down in Grenada. And you heard the opposition talking about when they go by the rum shop, they can't see a man to drink rum by the rum shop. So that's to tell you that things is bad. But I'm saying no. The fact they're not seeing men by the rum shop again mean that they probably walk in. So less idle time. Right? And I would tell people that I would not, and I'll be straight. If you tell me that cost of living is high, I would say yes. And not only Grenada, but all over the world, even in the USA, right? You will see the increase in cost of living. But unemployment, it is down. You cannot even get people to work these days. I can tell you, right? And while we're on that, let me just tell you how proud I am that, with you really taking the initiative with the e-bikes. It was something that the Prime Minister spoke about during the budget. And we need, as part of the transformation process, we need to encourage more electric operated machinery in terms of vehicles and all these things in the country. It means less pollution. It means, well, when I say less pollution, I'm talking about, the diesel and the fossil and so, which will create all these emissions. And electric is the way to go because what we are looking to do is produce renewable energy, more renewable energy in Grenada. So once we switch to the electric and we can produce more renewable energy, it means that pollution will be less. The stress on the ozone will be less. Climate change, right, will be, the effect of climate change may be less. And all because we are playing our part. So I think you have shown your leadership skills by leading from the front. And sometimes also we place little emphasis on names. And I'm saying names are important. When I look at the name of your program, right along, the bikes,
Yeah.
riders.
Yeah.
See how important it is to have a good name?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Names can give you ideas,
Yes.
right? So when I saw that, I said, you know what? Excellent, Junior, excellent. And I can tell you that, that's the way we want to go, and you will have our support as much as possible because we see the benefit in what you are doing. And that is why at the opening, I could not have been there because, as I told you, I was on the airport doing some decorations, with the people.
Yes.
But that is why the Prime Minister was there.
Yes.
Our Minister for Climate Resilience, Kevin James, was there.
But the prime
Ron
minister
Miller,
was just only there. The prime minister was there. Let me take up this. The prime minister was there on the bike.
lovely.
He was there on the bike, and I gotta say, guys, and this is not political in any way. This is what support looks like. Seriously, it don't matter who, it don't matter what. This is what supports look like, really and truly and seriously, because this really show that when people think about investment and investors, they're thinking it's some person that coming from far away that the skin complexion is not like me and you. But at the end of the day, we're still spending the same kind of money, hard on cash, to bring business into Grenada. And sometimes we don't even know that if we will make a profit because it's an investment, right? It's like, okay, and when you get that kind of acceptance and appreciation and kind of love, from the general public and the government alike, it makes me feel like, yo, okay, so I have 20, 30 bikes. I will invest another $100,000 and make it another 50, 60, 70 bikes because I could see that, it's ease of doing business. GIDC, NIS, even the GTA, I was proud to sport my badge because I'm an official tour operator. And then the Prime Minister just came and put the icing on the cake and came and sat with us on the bike. That just sent anything even more viral. And I appreciate that. Even you did your part. You did your part, and I really thank you for doing that. It really,
And it just goes to show, the fact that we support. And this is what we want to encourage. And we are not just talking the talk, but we are walking the walk. We're not just talking and say we want to do this and we want to do that, but we support people that actually do the job. Now, and let me tell you why this is important because, we must understand it. Sometimes we think that government is the one that have to do everything. Look at SU, which accounts for 25% of our GDP. In the 1970s, right? Mordecai, and that's the father of the young one now. He and Eric Machigeri went down to Chublu. They watched the site, and our Prime Minister at the time, Eric Machigeri, approved it, and he left it up to the private individual to develop it.
yeah,
Look at it today. So sometimes what is needed is just a push from government.
yeah,
So
true,
look at the e-bikes,
yeah,
just a push.
yeah,
And you, Junior, can be the one to revolutionize the cycling sport in Grenada
yeah,
and bringing that level of transformation to the country. And
yeah,
all we have to do as a government is to facilitate the process. That's all.
yeah,
No
yeah. And
favors.
already we hired almost 10 people, almost 10 people on staff.
I sorry?
Yeah, say already we hired over 10 people on staff, full time.
Exactly. Exactly.
10
You know,
families.
and
That's 10 families who were not were not employed, now could benefit from being well paid, by the way, because we don't joke. They are well paid, and NIS up and everything like that. So they are well in line to reap the benefit of the ride, e-bike excursion and tours. And we ain't plan to stop there. We have a lot more to do. But all we need is just the consistent help.
right. So I want to say to the people of Greater Carrick and Market to support, right, to support this venture. And I think it's a good one. And Junior, hats off to you. And let me just tell you why I'm so proud of what you did, because as someone who was in business, I can tell you that the system do not train us to be entrepreneurs.
True.
It train us to work for someone. And sometimes when we go out to put ourselves out to run a business, it is not easy. As an employee, when the month ends, you want your pay and you expect your pay. As a business owner, when month end come, you have to figure out a way how
Yeah.
you pay your workers.
Yes. True.
It is not an easy thing. I know, Junior, I could tell you, and Grenada, there are times when I was running hotspot. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. Before the fire
Uh-huh.
in hotspot, Junior, and Grenada, business was good. I was putting aside monies in the bank on a weekly basis. After the fire, I went into negative because I lost all my stocks, all my assets, over $1 million. That was when the headache came, Junior and Grenada. There were times when I went to bed and I couldn't sleep, knowing the next day would be so tough. So I could tell you, as an entrepreneur, it is not easy. Sometimes, and listen, when it's tough, you have to still go the next day, smile, laugh, joke at everyone, and you cannot show signs of weakness, signs that things are bad. You have to still be jolly and so still smile for your workers, even though you know that things are not that good.
True.
So as an entrepreneur, I could tell you it is not an easy thing at all. But the system don't train us to be entrepreneurs. It train us to work for people. So you go, you do your chemistry, your biology, your physics, your maths, your POB, your POA. You go, you do a bachelor in accounts, whatever it is. It's to work for someone. So when you see someone take or make a sacrifice and open a business, wish them well. Because it is not easy to sustain a business in an ongoing. And the study shows you that most businesses fail in the first 2 or 3 years of operations. So when you see a man going 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, wish him well because I could tell you he went through hell and back.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have staff stealing from you, you have customers stealing from you,
Yeah.
you know, name it. And you still have to come back, come every day, pay everybody, do this, do that,
Yeah.
and still run things.
Yeah.
So it is not an easy thing at all. So Junior, hats off to you. And I wish more people can come forward and really, with good business ideas that we can help create employment as you are doing and to help move our country forward in a positive manner.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll say this that I'm encouraging personally. I think I want to be the poster child, if that is the term, for my friends in the diaspora who work every day and who are being in the United States. Let me know. Okay, yeah, who in the United States or England and been working for all these years. I'm asking you to look for opportunities here in Grenada. Even folks that are here, right? There are so many opportunities that exist everywhere. So I'm appealing to the folks to take advantage of the opportunity, the ease of doing business in Grenada, and the pleasure that you feel when you know that you do something that will impact your own community. I couldn't be more proud, guys, when I got a call from one of my tour guides and we are planning a ride, right? And the ride, I'm not going to tell you guys as yet. I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is, but essentially we are going to be organizing something within my own parish, my own village where I grew up. And that blew my mind. I'm like, wow, could you imagine? I would do this 100 times and I'm benefiting people here, the families that would benefit from it, the country that will benefit from it. So I'm appealing to the people in the diaspora or anywhere for that matter, come and do business and invest in Grenada. There is a sense of just pleasure that you find when you do that, right? Absolutely. So, Minister, are you hearing me? Because I don't know if my mic went off.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just a pleasure, and again, I have to say thank you and to the government. I mean, it wasn't an easy road all the way through. I'm telling you, it was
Right.
tough, but
Well,
that's how it is.
the truth is that Junior, is that we are ranked 147 in the world with ease of doing business. And that has to change. We have to improve it. So it is our duty to ensure that we create the systems to make it easier for you entrepreneurs to come and do business in Grenada.
Right.
And we have started. So I'm glad to see that you do not have to go through all that hassle. It means that we are improving, and we will continue to put measures in place to improve the ease of doing business in this country.
Absolutely, absolutely. And let me say this, guys, before we wrap it up. Hold on, I think I have a phone call, so let's take this phone call. Caller, you live? Where are you calling us from?
Hi, good night, June. I'm calling from Jamaica.
Hey, Jamaica, how are you?
With I am fine, thank you. Congratulations on your new venture and everything that you have been doing for the culture.
Thank you.
And now, with regards to the conversation about business in Grenada, as someone who is an entrepreneur myself and a Grenadian myself, I do not necessarily agree with that statement when you say that there's an ease of doing business, but maybe it's from the type of business that I do. So, for example, I would import my stuff from China and resell, but I do that here in Jamaica. But I've been thinking about extending that business to Grenada. However, there is no shipping company in Grenada that affords me good rates. Well, based on my research, I'm not saying that that doesn't exist, but based on my research, I haven't found that. It's very expensive to import stuff. In Jamaica, it's much easier. It has a cost, but it's definitely not that expensive. You ship your stuff through your shipping company, you go to the office, you collect your stuff. In Grenada, it doesn't give you that ease. I understand that other individuals who do the business that I do, there's a young lady that actually goes to the United States and comes down with the stuff. And there's another gentleman that does that. That's not convenient for me or for someone else. So we definitely need to work on where the importation, customs, and that is concerned because it's definitely not friendly. Maybe if you have a service-based business like yours, then yes, Grenada might be because it has less restrictions. For example, the pharmaceutical industry, where Jamaica and other countries you have to go through a registration, and so Grenada doesn't have that. But there are other businesses that it's really not friendly. It's really difficult to do business in Grenada where other stuff is concerned, especially stuff where you have to use the port on a regular and customs on a regular basis. So we definitely need to look at customs and definitely need to check.
Absolutely. Caller, stay on the line. I want the minister to respond. Um,
Right. So
she's saying it. Yeah, go ahead.
there are two things. I think that we can kind of separate it, right?
Right.
There's one with the ease of doing business. It talks about how easy it is to get things done, basically. So that's the ease. In terms of with the costing, that's something different. Because who own the shipping companies are private individuals. And you know that pricing will depend on freight cost especially, on distance, on demand and supply. And when you look at Jamaica, which is much closer to the US, freight costs will be cheaper than Grenada, which is much further down because of the distance, number one. Number two, the population of Jamaica, again, the demand for goods and services and so that Jamaica will give you, we cannot give you that. So again, we will suffer because we don't have the volumes as Jamaica can give. So the shipping companies will be more inclined to provide services to countries that they may get more volume from, number one. Number two, they may provide better rates because the distance may be shorter. And that is not ease, but it really talks about the cost of certain things. But if Grenada were closer to Jamaica, I could tell you, then the freight cost also would have been cheaper than it is now. But because of the distance, we are at a disadvantage, and our population too. We don't have enough people to really demand that kind of volume that Jamaica can give in order to access better rates. Now, let me just give an example now. Again, in Trinidad, we would order goods from other government and so like MNIB from various countries, but because Trinidad order a bigger volume, they can access better rates than us when it comes to shipping, and shipping plays a big role when it comes to costs. So you find that an item that came from the same source that comes to Grenada goes to Trinidad, it will be much cheaper in Trinidad because of the volume that Trinidad can guarantee, whereas we cannot really guarantee that volume. But the ease of doing business really talks about how easy it is to get things done. So, for example, you want to bring in some goods to start a business. What about customs? What about the GIDC? What about the business name and everything? All these things, and we are ranked 147, I think, in 2022. It means that we have a long way to go. So, yes, I accept that also, and it's something that we have to work on, and we will work on it to ensure that it's easier for people to do business, because at the end of the day, we are the one that will benefit. And I want to give my assistance. So if it's anywhere I can assist you in setting up anything in Grenada, just reach out to me, and I'll make my ministry available to assist you in any way possible.
Yes. Caller, you there?
I am here, and I do agree with what he said with regards to the our population. The size of our population do limit some businesses in Grenada with regards to its success, because where I can sell X amount of pieces per day in Jamaica, it would be less in Grenada, and I do agree. But we do definitely need to work on customs. There should be a limit, in my opinion, where individuals should be able to bring in items that are below a certain value, and maybe we don't pay, or we pay just tax, very minimal, as opposed to it doesn't really matter the size of the package, you are still being priced a pricey amount. We definitely need to relook, just the whole operations of customs, how it runs, how it's priced, and see how best we can adjust it, I guess, and to better facilitate individuals who would want to have a small business
Right.
in Grenada to boost the economy. Yeah, but otherwise of that, I do thank you for what you
Caller,
did say.
let me give
It
you,
is
Caller, let me give you just a little iteration of my experience. Right now, my business, my inventory cost is extremely high, because you could imagine I'm importing e-bikes. So I would
right.
purchase those e-bikes. I have to search for the best e-bikes, because I don't want to bring down any kind of messy product into my country. So I have to look for the best. And those costs is very expensive. No, that's the cost that I have to borne, because I have to invest into my business. Secondly, the shipping of those e-bikes is again on my back, and it has to be because I'm going to a private shipping company, and they would dictate the cost of of the product that I'm shipping down to Grenada. Thirdly, clearing of the product. Now, from my perspective, clearing out the products, and I know it depends on what type of service you bring in to the island, you may be able to apply for some concessionary items. For instance, if anyone is having any kind of electrical vehicle, the mandate is you would get heavy concession on those products. Likewise, if your product does not fit into that concessionary standing, where it's electric vehicle or whatever is in the law, then of course you will have to. Because case in point, again, I brought down some television because I want to make my kiosk look nice. I want to put TVs up, and although I got concession for my bikes because it falls under the eco-friendly electronic bike, I could not and did not get concession for my television. So I had to pay full price to import that television into Grenada. And there's nothing I could have done about it, because that is how it's structured. So those costs of doing business and those investment into your business it has to be anticipated from your end as a business person. And sometimes that's why there's some sort of markup that is probably pricey, you might think, on the island. But I don't, as you said, I don't think that there's any way around the cost that you would have from shipping to actually getting the products out of the
But
port.
but let me just say this. Let me just chime in and say this, right? That every country have its unique tax system. When it comes to Grenada, we don't have that big amount of taxes that you have to pay. Basically, you have the income tax, you have the VAT, you have the port. That is how we make our revenue as a country. Whereas you go to some other countries and they have tax on a lot of different things. We don't have that. So yes, you may look at the port and say that the port may be high, but that is the tax system. If we go to decrease the tax on the port, we would have to put it up on something else
Right.
to generate that same level of income. Also, remember that you know we have to govern in a way um, that we can. I want to use the term, but we can get the funding to pay our obligations, our loan obligations, and so on. So there's very little we can do to bring down the taxes on the port, I will say, because we have to earn revenue, and that's how we earn revenue. But what we can do as a country is to provide tax breaks to encourage businesses that we want to strive. For example, electric cars and bikes, we have zero duties on that because we want that um, type of business. We have the creatives, where we want to bring, uh, or we want to give assistance to the creatives. So again, we reduce the duties on a lot of things that people will bring in for the creative industries. So we can really create the tax structure to promote businesses that we want to push on the island. But to say we can just decrease the tax rate like that, what that will mean is that it will decrease our tax revenue as a country, and also it will decrease our ability to meet our demands and to fulfill our local demands to our people. And if we do it, we have to find a next way to put the taxes or to collect the taxes, which again, we have to go thinking. But so Jamaica may be low on the port, but again, they may have some taxes that you may still have to pay and come back to maybe the same thing or even worse. But again, there's two different things, right? I just want to make sure the ease of doing business is different to the tax rate. The tax rate is a tax rate. The ease of doing business means that when you come to an island and you want to access certain services to start a business, that it is easily accessible, that you get cooperation, and that the country shows, the enthusiasm in wanting your business. That is the ease of doing business. But when it comes to the tax rate, we just have like three major ways that we collect taxes as our government, and to reduce it will be difficult.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
caller. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Have a great night.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
All right. Yeah. All right, guys, a lot said here. Minister Andy, I would like to thank you so much for joining us on the program to chat with us and clear this up. Let me take last call because this person I've been calling for a while.
Okay.
Someone on the
All right.
line. Let's take this call. Caller, you live? Sorry, where you calling us from?
Calling from Bermuda.
Hi.
Hi, good night, Junior.
Hi.
Hi, Junior.
Yeah, go ahead, caller.
Yeah,
I'm listening.
I'm congratulating you on your new chapter by investing in Grenada and putting in also more money in your pocket. And I pray that lots of the people in the diaspora would look and take a page from your book to do not the same business, because I notice in Grenada we have a way of copying one another's business instead of doing our own. And something I want to tell the people in the diaspora: instead of coming to Grenada to do business like clothes business, to sell on the sidewalk,
Do something that will generate monies in your pocket and also to promote the business in Grenada. Because I don't believe that we need more clothes selling people in Grenada. We need proper business. So I'm begging the people in the diaspora, think hard and find some witty invention to uplift themselves and Grenada instead of coming and compete with we the people in Grenada, because there is too many clothes vendors in Grenada, and this is what that is causing business to look as if things is dead in Grenada. Things is not really dead in Grenada. It's too many people selling the same stuff that cause things to look dead. It's not dead. I'm a business person and I know, so I could relate to that. So please, Junior, find them and get some witty inventions for them for me, please. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. You know, Minister Andy, Mr. Williams, she is so right. The truth and the fact about it is I see it a lot, right? And I'm appealing to people again to think out of the box. There are so many ideas. And you as a businessman, I know you see it as well. I sometimes sit here and I have 500 ideas of things that I know that could be very successful. I just see it just there. I just had to pick one, like which one would I want to do? I wish I could do more, but I can't because I'm only one person, right? And it doesn't line up with like everybody driving a bus. You know, let me go and drive a bus too. And then you build on that competition. Everybody's selling clothes. You know what? I'll go and sell clothes too. What about think about other things that you could do? There are so many things, but people get lazy, right? The people
So,
get lazy.
so let me join you. And one person selling corn, all man selling corn too.
Selling corn like God.
Melon, all man selling melon too. You know,
Yes.
all man selling the same. You're right.
You
You're
can't
right.
you cannot do that. And that's why, Minister Andy, and people ask me, why do I hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. How am I coming up with these ideas, right? And the truth and the fact about it is I only do things that make sense to me.
Right.
Has to make sense, right? So as you said, as you pointed out earlier, Ride Along is a platform that we built, powerful platform that's out there and people enjoy. And riders are the people who watch the program, and riders are people who ride bikes, and riders are people who listen to headphones. It's all into
Right.
a thing, right? That makes sense to me. Like I wouldn't do. People say, why don't you do Pretty Mass? I'm like, I wouldn't do Pretty Mass. I would do Monday Night Mass because it fits into colors, amazing colors. It's amazing. That makes sense to me, right? I wouldn't get into the insurance company because that doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't tie into my brand. It's going to make me think on another level. That's just me. But that doesn't mean
Right.
because I see a man do a business, you know what? I'm going to do that business too. You know what I mean? And that's how I function. It has to make sense. And I look outside of the box. You have to think outside. You won't see me driving a bus or getting a bus to put on the street because to me there's enough bus drivers. You know what I mean? Let's do something different. And that's an appeal
Right.
to people out there as well. You know, they
So,
need to look outside of the box.
so I want to share an experience, right?
Yeah.
And again, I will talk about hotspot.
Uh-huh.
No, I went to Canada in 1995. When I was there, I saw every morning they would put a little paper on the message to do the deals and so that they having in different supermarkets and so, right?
Right.
I'm like, okay, deals, deals, deals. So when I decided to open hotspot and grocery and so, I'm saying, how do I compete with all these people that are already established?
Right.
I have to be creative.
Yeah.
So I said, here what are the necessities as grocery items for people? Number one. Number two, before you can think about that, think about your target market. Who do you want to target?
Right.
Now, Junior, I was not targeting the big boys and so I was not targeting them. My
Right.
target was the middle class, the lower middle class, the lower class. That's my target, right?
Right.
Because these are the people that saving at $10 means a lot to them. So I said, I'll target them. But there are no sugar, rice, and flour. That's the main items
Right.
that they will buy. So what do? I will buy the sugar for 125 a pound
Right.
and sell it for $1 a pound.
You make
The
25.
flour, same thing.
Yeah.
Rice, same thing. Sell it for $1 a pound. I put a limit on it. But I know, Junior, when you come to the store, you will buy saltfish, cheese, potatoes, onions, garlic, cornflakes, everything else.
Yeah.
So yes, I will not make the profit I was supposed to make, but these things are called loss leaders. You're making a loss on them. They will lead you to the supermarket, but you will buy other things. That was the
Yes.
strategy. And that is just being creative. No, and listen, just for that strategy, right? I can talk about it now because I'm not there again.
Right.
But just for that strategy, you will hear Andy dealing with drugs, Andy selling expired goods, Andy all kind of thing. And I'm
Right.
saying it's simple economics. So they call price elasticity of demand and loss leaders. So similar, you're doing a business, you have to be creative, think out of the box, not doing the same thing. And even if you're doing the same thing, why would someone come to you and
Yeah.
not Junior? Think
Yeah.
about that,
That's right.
right?
Right. That's right. That's right. Cause listen, there are millions of online programs, but we are number one. Hey, we just work hard, right? There are many who, just can't do the damn thing. You know what I mean? But hey, we're number one. Hey, what can I say? What's been
Yeah, man.
nice chatting with you, man. We'll catch up, all right?
Hold on. I'm not hearing you good.
Okay, all right, check. You lost me? You want to?
Hold on. Just
Probably it's me. Guys, let me know if you're hearing me. Let me know if you hear me. Probably it's me. Hold on, let me bring in the minister. Are you hearing me?
nah. Hold on. Let me go back. Right out.
Yeah, it's probably me, guys. Let me know if you're hearing me. Yeah. You can hear me? Yeah. So as I was saying,
Yeah.
you hear me now?
Loud and clear.
All right. So yeah. So hey, as I was saying earlier, we look at this, 6.3 million views last month. Like, how did we? And the population of Grenada is not even 100,000, and we were able to get 6.3 million views. Wow. It's huge.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Excellent, man. Excellent.
we're still rising. And that's because I have some good people behind me, like Lois JJ, the hardest working producer on the face of the earth, Kibbs, Gail, hardest working. And of course, we have some great conversation like folks like you, and we thank you so much for answering the
Welcome.
call when we make that call. Thanks again.
No problem, man.
Any last word before
Anytime.
we wrap up? Any last word before we wrap up, Minister?
I just want to encourage all Grenadians to really come and take part in our 50th anniversary celebration. It will be big. In the diaspora, I want you to come support your beautiful country. And if you are in Grenada, I want you to, let's preserve our nation and let's put the politics behind. Let's put the negativity behind, and let's think positive. Let's do our best to promote Grenada and to push Grenada. In doing that, we will make it a better place so that our children can be proud and their children can be proud, and even the people looking in can be proud. And that is what we want. So I just want to say to everyone, we look forward to having a wonderful celebration. This is the only time we can celebrate 50 years. So let's make it special. And this weekend again, we'll be having a cleanup. If you want any assistance, you can call 414-7123, 414-7123. And my ministry will make it possible to give you the assistance needed to really help beautify and to clean your community. And this initiative is one that we are doing from the top to the bottom. Our Prime Minister is involved, our ministers are involved, and our people are involved, our citizens are involved. And there's no better thing than that to see that the people in your country come out and really preserve and to take care of the environment and the community. It's wonderful. So Grenada, just want to say this weekend will be bigger than last weekend. We will be beautifying and cleaning so that when people from the diaspora come and when you even come out, you'll wonder and ask yourself, if that's the same place that you have been in all the time. So let's make it special. No negativity, only positive.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you, so much, Minister. Appreciate you. All right.
You're welcome.
Thanks again. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Yeah, guy, the minister is right. And I listen, my light went off for me, but the minister is 100% right. Right? That's what we need. And listen, I want to big up Jennifer's Cottage, right? Jennifer's Cottage is another entrepreneur from the diaspora that came in and decided that she would do business and build this really awesome place, guys. It is so amazing. Jennifer's Cottage is located in Grand Anse. And if you are in Grenada, you are going to feel like a king and a queen when you book your stay at Jennifer's Cottage. Call right now at 347-355-6305. That's 347-355-6305. And let us support another business venture. Now, this place is located, it's just about 5 minutes from the airport. It's right next to not too far from Grand Anse Beach. It's close to everywhere. And you see the top, you see the bottom floors. It is an amazing place. Driveway, everything. It's copacetic. It's nice. It's nice. It's nice. I say it 3 times. Jennifer's Cottage. Call right now, guys, at 347-355-6305. And just tell them you hear this and ride along. Write down the number quick. I'm telling all you. 347-355-6305. That's Jennifer's Cottage, located in Grand Anse in St. George. Yeah, guys, let me also tell you, you see this Sunday, let me put a graphic up on the screen, Jen. We are going to ride in St. Mark. Ride in St. Mark. And everybody, guys, who never been on a trail ride, you might be a hasher. You probably hashed before. But this is different. You are on an e-bike. You are going through rugged terrain. You might fall in mud. But still, it's the fun. So bring your old sneakers. Don't bring no nice dandan. Don't put on makeup and eyeshadow and them kind of thing on them day. Make sure you bring a dirty sneakers or a sneaker that you could get dirty. Because you might fall. We go into the river, as they call it over there. And you know, I don't know if you know, but St. Mark have it in terms of reservoirs. Nobody have rivers like St. Mark. So we go in there, guys. So we're going to ride up, and then we're going to show you some sort of reservoirs, a rich history of St. Mark. We're going to go by the chocolate factory. You get a chance to sample some chocolate at Diamond Chocolate Factory. Not only that, we're going to another chocolate factory. St. Mark have 2 chocolate factory. Boy. So you get a chance to sample the natural chocolate. If you want, you could eat the cocoa. St. Mark have it. So we ride into St. Mark, guys. In fact, we're picking you up in the parishes. If you're in the south and St. John, on the way down, we'll pick you up. We'll bring you into St. Mark. And you meet us up. The meeting place is at the Diamond Chocolate Factory. You'll get a little bit of chocolate before you leave and things like that. But when the big thing is, we're providing breakfast, lunch, everything for you. And here we're cooking the food now. Hear this. Joke cook food, When we get up to the peak where we're going, guys, we lighting a fireside and you're steaming your own fish. No joke thing. So we have, for meat lovers, we have fish. For meat lovers, we have chicken. You could barbecue your own chicken right up by the river. A river, So that means you could take a little swim too. Book right now, because we're going to where? St. Mark. Limited space available, guys. We are going St. Mark. Book right now. Or give a friend. Call a friend and say, listen, friend, I like you. You're my friend. So here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to give you a gift card. I'm going to give you a rider's gift card. And you could go to St. Mark. Guys, all inclusive, Food, drinks, refreshment, transportation. And it's not $500. What? No, not $500. We ain't charging you all that. Imagine food, drinks, water, everything. It's not $500. It's not $400. It's not $400. We are not going to charge you $400 for this. Food, drinks, breakfast, bakes, and cocoa tea. But we ain't charging you $400. We ain't charging you $500. Lot of mercy. I wouldn't feel good if I charge all you so much. No. Guys, the thing is not even $350 EC. It's not even $350 EC. Boy, I tell you, ride to St. Mark. That's what it's all about. Be a part of history. This is the first one. This is the first one. Book it right now. If you don't want to go, send a friend. Say, baby, honey, boo, doo-doo, whatever you call them, bae, I want you to take this ride. I will sponsor you a ride. Go on the website right now. If you want to see the cost, click that link. If you want to see the cost, click that link. Click the link. You want me to put up the link again? If you want to see the cost, that is not $350. That it's not $375. It's not $400. Click that link if you want to see the price. You go ball when you see the price. You go ball when you see the price. You say, how are we able to do this? And you're riding an e-bike for 3.5 hours. We're not straight. Food, cocoa tea in the morning, chocolate, stop. We have a guide tour. You're getting to take a little dip in the river. What? We're going to ride in St. Mark for the very first time. Book right now. Only 4 spots available earlier when I started the program. I don't know how much remain now. But if you sit on this one, if you don't act now, you will miss it. You will miss it. Let's ride to St. Mark, guys. Just be a part of history on e-bike. If you can ride, you better come to the kiosk, relocated right there. All right, Ashley went and clicked the link. $320, oh Lord. Food, drink, refreshment, tour guides, glove, helmet, everything. It's like no other. It's the best experience you will have in a lifetime. It is. It just simply is. Big up to everyone that's making this venture possible. Look. Here who say they might even. You never know. You never know. I say what I say, you never know. You just never know. You never know who might ride in St. Mark. You just what I say, you just never know. You just never know.
You ready for an exhilarating adventure? Then look no further than Ride Excursions and Tours. Get ready to explore the great outdoors like never before with our powerful e-bikes. Discover breathtaking sightseeing tours around the island. Feel the wind in your hair and experience nature in its purest form. Now, whether you're a seasoned rider or a beginner, our e-bikes are perfect for everyone. Call us at 473-422-1011 to book your excursion or visit ridersebikes.com. That's ridersebike.com to reserve your spot. Unleash your adventurous spirit with Ride Excursions and Tours, where every journey becomes an unforgettable adventure.
United as one.
A spectacular evening awaits you as the Grenada Independence Anniversary Committee of New York, under the auspices of the Consulate General of Grenada and guest of honor, Prime Minister the Honorable Dickon Mitchell, invite every Grenadian to join in celebrating Grenada's 50th anniversary of independence with our Golden Jubilee Gala. Enjoy the evening of Saturday, January 27th with exquisite cuisine, live entertainment, all in the vibrant and sophisticated atmosphere of the Anthems at 9643 Springfield Boulevard in Queens. Don't miss this opportunity to honor Grenada's milestone achievement. Limited seats are still available for a donation of $225. Reserve your seat now by calling the Grenada Consulate at 212-599-0301, Nick Cox at 347-528-3038, or Frances Purcell at 917-282-9405. Celebrate Grenada's 50th anniversary of independence with the Golden Jubilee Gala. Reserve your tickets now and be a part of history. All songbirds and lyrical legends, the Independence Calypso Monarch is here. And this time, we're doing it bigger than ever as we celebrate Grenada's 50th. Over $50,000 in prize money to be won. Show your patriotism, devotion, and love for your country with your original piece under the theme One People, One Journey, One Future. Don't wait. Submit your song by January 4, 2024 to the Ministry of Culture or email it to sco@culture.gov.gd. This is more than a competition. It's your chance to be part of Grenada's once-in-a-lifetime Jubilee celebrations. Grenada awaits the next Independence Calypso Monarch, and it could be you.
I'm addicted to Kaiso.
I want you folks to play these 3 games from the NLA. Daily pick 3 cash flow and play with. You will be supporting sports and culture, nation building and our future. So go out and play, folks, make it a must. You will see what the National Lottery is doing for us. When you play pick 3 cash flow and play with, the NLA will support you all the way.
Starting September 30th, Monday to Friday, these 3 games will be drawn mid-morning, 9:45 a.m., midday, 12:45 p.m., and evenings, 7:45 p.m. The National Lotteries, supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Sandy Manite.
The Ministry of Tourism and Economic Development and the Grenada Tourism Authority extend a warm welcome to visitors and returning nationals visiting for Carnival and summer vacation. We do hope you enjoy your stay with us, and we invite you to return with friends and family to celebrate our 50th anniversary of independence on 7th February 2024. Tourism is my business, your business, our business.
Advertise with us and reach millions daily, weekly, monthly. Yeah, over 10 million per month. It pays to advertise with us. Reach more and let us send your business viral. Advertise with us and reach more.
Advertise with us and reach more. Thousands of people reach. Let me show you guys something before I leave. I know I spoke a lot, but I want to show you guys this because I'm very proud of this, by the way. I am very, very proud of this, guys. Let me pull it up here. So I've been telling you guys about the kiosk, right? Because I really wanted to make a major difference. I wanted my kiosk. I wanted riders' kiosk, your kiosk, because it's, you are the riders. We got to do it big for you. I wanted to make it one of the best looking kiosks in the mall, okay? So I want to show you guys how we're achieving that, how we achieve that. Take a look at Ride Grenada. I wish I could have blow it up and make it a full screen for you guys, but I'll post it. So we have the bikes that's right in front of the kiosk. So you could sample it, you could feel it, touch it, see what you're really gonna get, right? The bikes are right there. In addition, guys, if you zoom up a bit, you'll see right at the top we have a TV, right? We have like a 60-something inch TV, big. So we have 2 TVs, one at the front and one at the back. So at both sides, you go in, coming or going, you're seeing that TV. It's big, it's very prominent, it's right there. So you can't miss it. So here is what we're gonna be doing, guys. So if you have a business, if you have a little business, a big business, whatever business, this is for eyeball traffic that you won't get anywhere else, because there are more people that come in and out of the Esplanade, Bruce Street Mall than anywhere else, right? So of course, when you advertise, you on Ride Along, which is us, you also get an opportunity for your business to be featured on that big screen. big screen. Everybody's seeing it because there is another one at the other side. So there are 2 TVs, one at this side, one at this side. So I just want to reach out there to the people. You have an event and you want to get some foot traffic, boom, that's where you place your advertising. And when you advertise Ride Along Live, of course, you get the opportunity to showcase on that screen out there as well. Hundreds of thousands of people cross through and pass through this particular kiosk on a daily basis. All right, let me happy to put that out there, guys, so you guys know. Now you know. Let me thank you guys for watching. Thanks for being a part of our program today. On behalf of all of our production crew here at Team Ride Along Live, we say thank you so much. Good night, and good night. Catch you guys again tomorrow. Bye-bye.